Start the lesson. Okay. So we're going to start lesson today on page 148, grammar, the unit 9. So
He
before,
is not here.
okay, it's okay. Once he's back, he can join with us. Okay. So that means you and me, right? Okay. Okay, Sophie. Today's the topic is about city. This unit is about cities. But before we start, let's have a look at the vocabularies. Can you see that? Can you see the slide? Sophie? Sophie, are you there? Sophie?
Yes, my internet connection isn't very well.
Ah, okay. Try to find some corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it shows
Better?
that it's
Very good. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, let's start. So here, I have just selected some vocabularies in case we might need it. We might need them, okay? So have a look at that. Uh-oh, sorry. I will choose it. Okay. Can you see me now? So first word is heyday.
Your mom is busy.
Hello, Sophie.
So just you have to wait 30 minutes. Don't disturb her,
Yes.
okay?
Where are you?
Here.
Upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can hear all of the people talking. Okay. So can you see this word?
I can. Maybe it's from Mr. Ahmed.
Ah, okay. Okay, so have a look at those words. Heyday, dwell, domed, towered, turreted, minaret. So if you see those words, do you see anything unfamiliar in this vocabulary?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Which word,
Most
for
of
example?
them.
Most of them. Okay, let's have a look. Heyday, the period of the greatest prosperity or productivity. Synonym is peak, boom, or blossom or prime. As you can see that. Okay. So second word, if you see the word on the top, bottom, I have written them down by orderly. So heyday means period of the greatest prosperity or productivity. And dwell, they think moodily or anxiously about something. Okay, synonym is originate. Doomed, having a hemispherical vault or dome. Can you see them? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so could you continue to read all of this on your own? Have you seen them?
Ama şimdi internet gitmiş de geri geldi. Şimdi 2 ders var. İkisi de recording yapıyor.
Yes.
İkisinde de bir tane öğrenci var.
If you have seen these, I can see that you just have a look first, and then we will come back to it. Okay? Why? Because it's going to be come on our text. So just want you to just have a look generally, put some general idea, and then let's move on to the next page slide. Okay, today's lesson we're going to talk about the city, which cities, let's say. So as I have asked you earlier, do you know where is London? London?
Samarkand was a city on the Silk Road.
I said London. Hello?
London, it's in England.
Okay. What about Venice?
Sorry?
What about the Venice? Venice,
It's in Italy.
Italy. Paris?
France.
Do you know about Istanbul? You know about
It's in Turkey.
Is it? Are you sure? Okay. So now have a look. Okay, what can you say about the summer camp? Okay, we would just see the question. What can you say about summer camp? Put it in your mind. What are the top cities? Put it in your mind. Which criteria did you use to decide? So let's talk about, before we talk about the summer camp, let's talk about the top 10 cities. Instead of 10, let's go for maybe 5. Could you name 5 top cities from your mind based on your own criteria? What would you call? What would be that those 5 top cities?
Tokyo,
Tokyo, yeah.
Istanbul,
Tokyo, Istanbul,
New York, LA,
Istanbul. After Istanbul, what? Sophie, Sophie,
I,
Tokyo, Istanbul,
New York,
New York. Okay. And
Los Angeles,
yeah, what would be the last? What comes to your mind if your own choice of 5 top cities? Tokyo, Istanbul, New York, and Los Angeles. The last one. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
Hong
Hello.
Kong.
Hello. Okay, those 5 home cities selected. So what would you be, based on what did you choose them the top 5 in your mind?
Yes,
Based on what? What is your criteria? Based on the population,
too much.
based on the natural, based on their economy, based on their landmark or sightseeing, based on what? What is your criteria to decide those cities? Hello? Time is running.
Clearly.
I cannot hear you, Sophie.
I couldn't hear you clearly, Ms. Fatima.
Yeah, the internet is falling down. Network is getting weaker. Okay, let's move on to our next lesson, okay? Because this series, it's taken time a lot. So vocabulary we have earlier, we have said we need to keep it in our mind. And let's move on to the story, which is hello. Okay, have a look at those. Have a look at the story. This is our poem, which is written. If you can see the page number 149, it's been written over there. Hello. I cannot catch anyone. Hello. Okay, so let me continue. Let's read the poem. Please make up your mind about the questions below. So what are those questions? I just want you to think of those 3 questions while I'm reading the poem, okay? Vocabulary and the way it is used. Think about that. And also, have they been to any of the towns mentioned? Is there any towns has been mentioned in the poem or not? And the last question is, do you agree that town is the final expression of a man's creativeness? Okay, so let's read the poem now. Town. I wrote of town, not of this, that town, all that town. Not of London or Paris, neither of Venice nor Oxford, nor Florence, nor Bath, nor Rome, nor yet write I of Baghdad or Babylon, Damascus or Samarkand. Good towns all, but I write not of them. I write of town. I celebrate all of these master cities, domed or towered, or turret roofed in the red or gray or purple world, of a tree filled with the trees or threaded by river or canal, piercing heaven with the spire or striking it with the minaret. It is all of these in the final expression of Eng CB9 U9. So you heard that story now, and here, Nimet,
Yes.
about the vocabulary or the way it is used. What do you think of it? What do you feel unusual or different than the normal daily reading? What do you notice in your mind?
This is written more like a poem, and like there are a lot of punctuation marks
Okay, punctuation.
in,
Okay,
like they use a lot of commas.
a lot of
Commas.
commas. So punctuation marks and the commas. Okay, and written as a poem. Okay, what else do you realize?
And it's like it's describing about the like celebrating it, something like that.
Uh-huh. Okay. So in my opinion, when he has mentioned two things. First thing, the town. When you talk about the town, you need to think of what is town. What is in your mind as a word town? What is it? Simply.
Like I think it's like a couple of houses
Uh-huh.
and farms,
Okay.
like places you can like, or park, like places that people can go to and like enjoy there, and like
Is it
quite
a city or smaller?
peaceful. What?
Is it that, smaller or big, but bigger than city? What do you think?
Smaller.
Smaller. Okay. It's more like a relaxing place, as you said.
Yes,
Smaller
something
than
like a village.
city, more like a village, but is it bigger than village or smaller?
Yeah, I think a little bigger than village.
Okay, bigger than village, okay. And has more resting place. Resting place as natural, right? As you say.
Yeah, and like a peaceful neighborhood.
Peaceful, peaceful neighborhood. Neighborhood, okay. So this is our opinion of describing town. But here that the writer, he wrote about he made it 2 points. First of all, and if you see uh, the line number 5, I write not of them, I write of town. Do you see the line? Line number 5,
Yes.
yeah. Until that, he mentions about, he is talking about what he is not describing as town. Because in our own description, as we said now, as we said, like a town is meaning smaller than here. I'm gonna put it up here. Here it said, smaller than city, bigger than village, has a resting place as a natural and peaceful neighborhood, right? That was our general description. But here,
Yes.
he didn't say many, he mentioned many of those cities, but didn't say that does he want to talk about the Venice, Paris, London, Florida? Does he want to talk about them? Do you think they want to talk?
No.
No, not at all. So let's look at the second part of it. I celebrate all of these cities, domed or towered or turret, roofed in a red or gray, purple, walled or tree, filled with trees or threaded by river or canal, piercing heaven with the spire, etc. So this part, what do you think that the writer is mentioning about? What do you think? in his mind about the town, about a town? What do you think?
Like he,
Does he want to talk about a specific town?
no.
Uh-huh. It's not about a specific town, right? Okay.
He's
So
just talking about town.
what is his description of town in this poem? He mentions it.
Here, it's fire.
Very general, right? Nothing specific. Do you agree or not?
Yes.
Yeah. That means,
Yes.
in my opinion, he's describing about the town, generally overall what they look alike, about about their colors, about how it looks, or how the rivers run through the cities or towns, all of those. Not exactly Paris how it is, or not exactly Oxford how it is. He, in his description about the town, is very general, all about all the new history, how they roofed, how they looked, how they colored, how they placed. That's what I think of. What do you think?
Yeah, because he's roofed in red or gray or purple, walled or free. Like he doesn't say it is walled or it is free. Like this or that, this or that.
So that means the second part of the part of the poem, does it contradict the first part of the poem? For example, I wrote of town, not of this town or that town. Does it contradict or does it agree? What is that?
I think it does in a way.
Okay, which
Because
way?
like he doesn't in the first part he says that like I don't speak of this, like I don't speak of London or Paris or Venice, and like even in the second part it says like, for example, in Paris there is a canal or river, but like in another town there isn't. So like I think it agrees with the first part.
Agrees, right? So that means first part was about what he is not talking about. But second part, he mentions what he talks about or what he thinks about of a town. So this is what is the poem about. So have a look at the question. Vocabularies, we say that here. Vocabulary, was there anything new, difficult to understand? Is there any new unfamiliar vocabulary? Do you have any unfamiliar vocabulary in here?
Spire.
Uh-huh.
That that wasn't also written in the vocabulary.
Okay. What else?
And
Did you notice any vocabulary that I have mentioned earlier?
yes, domed, towered, turreted,
As you said here.
and
Dome.
minaret.
Here, domed. We have tower. And what else? Turret.
Turreted,
And?
and minaret.
A minaret. Okay, where is the minaret? Is here. Okay, what else? Okay, should we look back go back to the vocabulary? Domed or towered or turreted. So let's read one more time about the sentence. I celebrate all of these monster cities, domed or towered or turreted, roofed in the red or gray or purple. Okay? And the another part it says, striking it with minaret. What did that mean? Let's try to figure out. Okay, hold on. Let me move back to my screen. Okay, so here, Do you see the vocabularies?
Yes.
So the hero said domed. 1 to 3rd. Third word. Having a hemispherical vault or dome. Or
Like the Dome of Rome.
yes, exactly. That is it. Damn. Okay. What about the tower?
Towers, like building towers.
It's like it's a structure that can stand alone or be attached to a larger building, which is like a column or pillar. What was the another word? Minaret, right here. This one here. What do you think?
Also turreted.
Turret is a small tower extending above a building. A small tower extending above a building. Can you imagine it? Can you picture it in your mind something tower-like extending on top of another building, top of a building?
Like the mosque.
Yeah, the mosques. You know, the mosques are just growing up on top of the building, and sometimes they can stand alone, right? Some places they have like a towered buildings all alone. The another word, minaret, slender tower with balconies. Slender tower with balconies. You know that on top of this extension part of the building on the top of the building, which has like a window or like a balcony. For example, some in old time the prayers, the person who prays a call goes out on it, and then they read loud out for adhan. That's we call it minaret.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's go back to our, okay, here. Have a look at this picture. Do you anything is related to our vocabulary in this picture? Domed or a domed, towered, minaret, and what are the other words before?
Yes. There are towers. Turreted.
Can you, sorry. This picture, let me pick up my mouse. Okay, here. What do you see in this picture? Do you see my mouse movement?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you see in this picture? What can you see in here?
Minaret.
Where is the minaret?
It's like next to the mosque, the towers, like they have the balcony places.
Exactly. And do you see anything domed?
Yes, like the head of the mosque.
That this on the top is like that's kind of half a semicircle, right? What about the towers?
Yeah, there are like these towers around the mosque
Yeah,
standing.
1, 2, 3, 4. Some of them are standing all alone, some of them on top of the tiny buildings, it looks like, right? What about this picture in the middle? I'm sorry. And this picture?
Long buildings.
Yeah, do you see anything towered or domed or minaret?
There are towers.
Okay, what about this picture? This, does it look Asian or a European building? What do you think?
It's Asian, in like China.
Chinese.
It's like a China and Asia. So what does it look like? A tower or domed or minaret or like how?
It looks like
flat.
none of them.
Flat.
Okay. So any of those pictures, do you see anything, any vocabulary that we have, not the vocabulary, I'm sorry, about the poem which Holbrook Jackson, he wrote? He says about, not about Paris and London, New York and those. He wants to talk about general of the town. So which picture do you think it will be included in his poem from those 8 pictures? What do you think, Sophie?
I think all of them would be included.
Okay. Sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. What about you? Do you think that this would be included in this one? But based on what? For example, he said he didn't.
It is next.
Go on.
He said it is next to a river and like it has towers.
What about this picture? Here. Do you see this? The second picture from the top. The second. This picture.
Yeah, it said that like the houses with roofs painted in red or gray.
Okay. What about the third picture?
It's he mentioned in the poem like either walled or freed, and like this.
Exactly.
This picture seems more like a free place.
So, do you, you know, our poem has a two part. One is, first part is about what is, he's not going to mention about as a town. And the second part is about, in his mind, what is town. So those, do those pictures relate to his poem? Is there any relation between those two?
Yes, there is a relation, I guess.
Yeah, I believe so, because why? If you just see the picture generally overall, it's the second part of the poem. Generally, how it looked, how it, what they have, right? But if you talk about the first part, specific part, first part of the town, that means, for example, what makes Tokyo as Tokyo? What makes New York as a New York? So can you see the bottom names? Can you find 3 cities from those pictures? Here.
Istanbul.
Where is Istanbul?
Hong Kong. Bottom right.
Bottom right, that's correct.
Yeah.
And where else?
And London.
London, how do you recognize? What is specific about being London? How do you know it is London?
The river it has.
And like London has these royal kind of buildings. They look like castles.
The palace, okay. And is there anything else? Do you see that the Big Ben that with the watch? Okay. So what other city can you recognize? The third city, you recognize Istanbul, you recognize London, and what else?
Left middle. Left middle.
Left middle, what is the city?
I think Tehran. No.
I think the one in the middle exactly. I think that is New York.
New York, based on what? What is specific about to be New York?
Like usually New York has this very long, like very tall buildings. And it's like all just towers and skyscrapers.
Skyscrapers, very good. So you need, in this case, you need to use your vocabulary wisely. For example, now you say that the skyscrapers, which is very good. Why? Because when you recognize something, some cities, for example, if you just say the towers, most of the picture, they have a tower. So in this case, yeah, if you see this, the pointed building, this is one of the biggest, the famous landmark of New York, right? What do you think that there's only one Asian looking building? Where do you think it is?
It's in Beijing, in China.
Peking. How do you know that? Based on what?
Because of its structure.
Structure and?
It looks like a temple.
Exactly, okay. Because there are not many Asian cities have been mentioned over here. But if they were mentioned, how would you know this is Peking? So.
Like still the
Hello? Hello? I think electricity is cut and net is cut. Okay. Hello? All right. Hello. Are you back?